Welcome back to another episode of On a Mission. I'm your host, Dr. Wendy Norfleet with Norfleet Integrated Solutions. And it is my pleasure to have with me today Elizabeth Bagan, the 2022 Small Business Leader of the Year for the Professional Women's Council. And her company is Precison Medicine and Wellness by Elizabeth Bagan, right?
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I said it right.
It's a mouthful. Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit, how'd you get started in this? What's the background? What led to this?
So I'm a nurse practitioner, and I spent way too long in the emergency room. That's where I started my career. And in my career in the emergency room, I really felt like I was just putting Band-Aids on lifelong illnesses. And then I became that person that was tired all the time, that didn't really feel good. I'm like, oh gosh, am I going to end up as one of these people in the ER later on in life? So I found hormone replacement therapy, and it changed my life. And I went, okay, nobody's doing this in Jacksonville. Why is this a secret? So that's how I started my business. I just went out on my own and took it and ran with it.
Oh, wow. So did you do it part-time first, or did you just leave and do it all at once? I'm always curious about people's stories.
Yeah, no, I left the ER. I'm one of those.
You want a clean break?
Well, it was clean break. I got fired is what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, so they eliminated my position, and that was it.
That was the impetus to start your business, right?
Yeah, I'd always wanted to go into business for myself and open my own practice, a wellness practice. And I think sometimes you get big kicks and big open windows and open doors. And I was kind of, okay, here's the message. Here's the time to go. It's time to do it.
Wow. That is great. And so I know you said you do hormone replacement. I think you do a few other things too. So what are the services you provide?
We do obesity management too. So we're not your typical weight loss clinic. This is actually a specialty where I treat obesity as a lifelong disease, as it is. The CDC says that obesity is a chronic illness, and it is a chronic illness, which requires
lifelong because what
management.
happens is people lose weight, then a lot of times they gain it back if it's not properly monitored.
Right, yeah, there's a lot of hormones, a lot of what I call caveman biology, some of our inherent need to survive. Our brain's got a pretty big job, and that's to keep us alive. And when somebody loses weight, the body thinks that it went through a famine and goes, okay, cool, famine's over. It's time to gain that weight back because we got to survive the next famine. And so that's why you see this yo-yoing and this cyclical weight gaining and losing weight, because there's a lot of inherent caveman biology, so to speak, that takes over.
Wow, I never knew that. All right. That's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
So in addition to running your company, and I know that's a lot, but you also make time for the community.
I do. Usually whenever we get involved with the community, it's something that's sponsored. We do a lot with the Jack's Chamber and some of their charitable events. We also do a lot with veterans. So I do disability evaluations. We help out with that. We're very involved with our church and our school. I've got 4 children, so there's always something going on at the school.
Yeah, I have 2, so believe me, I know. Sometimes more do you want to know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if someone is interested in learning more about the service you provide, or they hear something that kind of piques their interest and maybe they want a consultation, how do they reach out?
So one of the easiest ways is to go to our website. There's a direct link on our website where you can submit a message and say, hey, I would like to make an appointment. And my team is very great, very responsive about answering those questions and getting those appointments set up. Or you can just call the office.
Okay, so what's the office and what's the website?
Yeah, so good question. Our website is precisionmedicinejacks.com, J-A-X, and our phone number is 904-454-4937.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us today. To learn more about Elizabeth Bagan and Precision Medicine and Wellness, please go to precisionmedicinejacks.com, and we'll see you next time on Buzz TV.